Hello, everybody, and we have a lot to cover today. The Switch 2 presentation was yesterday. It was a Nintendo Direct. If you have not seen it, I will leave a link in the description. There's a lot of things to cover today, like the new specs, the cameras, the new Pro controllers, the Joy-Con 2, the Nintendo Switch 1 game updates, Nintendo Switch Online updates, and a lot more new games that are going to be very exciting to play on the Switch 2, and some I am curious to see how they work, so let's get straight into the video. First up, we have the specs of Nintendo Switch 2. It can run up to 120 frames a second, and it has 180p resolution in handheld mode. When docked, you can still hit that 120 frames per second, but you also get 4K. It has a new USB-C port on top of it for attachments like the camera, and you can also charge it with this new USB-C port. It has a new stand for tabletop mode, which allows you to have comfortable gaming and make sure you can see the screen at all times. The Switch 2 will have a 256 base gigabyte storage, and side note, the Switch 2 cannot have the same kind of micro SD cards as the Switch 1. You need the micro expansion cards for the Switch 2. The new game cards that come with the Switch 2 will be red instead of black. They will be the same size, so I'm curious to see what happens if you put one of these in a Nintendo Switch 1. It's probably not a good idea and it could break your console, so do it at your own risk. There's also this game share option which allows you to share games online with friends. I think that's very cool, along with the new social features that I will cover in a future section of this video. So let's go on to some of the controllers that it has, like the Pro controller and the new Joy-Con 2. The new Pro controller looks like it could actually be a professional controller. The last Pro controller we had for the Switch 1 had no back panels and didn't really offer any professional gameplay. This new Pro controller has back panels and it looks like it has an audio jack to make communication easier. I find it interesting how it has back panels. For back panels are mainly used for first-person shooter games, and the Switch 2 does not look like it has a first-person shooter game on it as of right now. Correct me if I'm wrong. Let's move on to the Joy-Con. The Joy-Cons on the Switch 2 are definitely an improvement to the Joy-Cons on the Switch 1. They are multi-use. They're a mouse and they are a controller. I find it interesting with the mouse idea. I want to see how that works. I wonder if there's going to be any web browsers on the Switch 2. I doubt it. And how many games it can work on. There only seemed to be so many games that actually worked on in the presentation, so I don't think this is going to be a very big feature. Also, the Joy-Cons look very sturdy now, and hopefully, I have my fingers crossed about this one, they do not get stick drift, because it was like after a month after I got my Joy-Cons, they got stick drift almost right away, and it sucked. So, Nintendo, I really hope that this fixes it. I don't want to have to pay $90 for a controller that will get stick drift in a week or two. And I bet all of you guys don't want that either. So let's move on to games. I bet the first game you think about when you think of Nintendo Switch 2 is Mario Kart 9, or in other words, Mario Kart World. It looks like it's going to be a very interesting Mario Kart game. It is completely open world, and I am excited to see how this plays. Like, I want to play hide and seek with my friends. I think that would be such a cool idea, and I bet you guys will think it's a cool video, hopefully. I bet a lot of people are going to be doing that. There's also going to be knockout, and there's going to be a new Grand Prix system where you drive in between the courses. I just think this game looks insanely fun. So I really can't wait to just start playing this game. There's also going to be a lot of other very cool games I'm going to cover soon. It's just this game does not seem to have dry bones, and dry bones is my favorite character. If they do not have dry bones, I will actually be really, really mad. It does look like there's going to be a lot of really cool features though, so that might just make up for the absence of dry bones. I just think that's something that I wanted to mention. And well, let's look into the other games. I think the other games are also insanely cool. These next two games are not like new games. They are actually just updates to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. They allow you to have the 120 frames a second, and I think that's a major improvement because they're only going off of 30 with the Switch 1. Also, you get the Zelda notes on the Nintendo Switch app, which is the Nintendo Switch Online app right now. It will be renamed later in May. It has a Korok GPS. I think that's insanely funny because it's like it sounds like you're actually like getting directions to go to the place when you're driving, but no, it's just for Zelda. Also, you can make QR codes for your Autoboat creations, and you can send those QR codes to friends, and they can download them and put your own creations in their game after scanning this QR code. I think that is a really fun feature. I would kill myself if I did not mention this game, Kirby Air Raiders. It's pretty much a Kirby racing game. I think that looks really fun. I feel like it's gonna replace the traditional Mario Kart for the launch of Switch 2 because Mario Kart World is more of a new style of Mario Kart, and this is apparently a sequel to Kirby Air Riders. I've never actually played it. I should probably boot up the Dolphin emulator and play it because it was on GameCube. Um, it looks really fun. There was no gameplay shown, so I feel like there's gonna be an upcoming direct that will help hopefully show us a little bit more about this game. Donkey Kong Bonanza. It's a new 3D Donkey Kong game. Only 3D Donkey Kong game I can think of that is out right now is Donkey Kong 64, and that game is very old, so having another Donkey Kong game is really fun. It also seems to be completely open world. You can break anything you want, you can dig underground. Everything about this just screams open world, and I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of people enjoy this game. It looks really fun along with Kirby Air Riders and Mario Kart World. So it's going to be interesting to see how these games perform. Deltarune Chapters 3 and 4 are finally coming out this year. I just started playing Deltarune Chapter 1. I will hopefully finish Chapters 2 and 2. Not 3. 3's not out yet. I'll hopefully finish 2 before Switch 2 comes out so I can play Chapters 3 and 4. It I really love the gameplay of Deltarune, and chapters 1 and 2 are actually free on Nintendo Switch and Steam right now. I'm not sure if they're on PlayStation, but I am 90% positive that they are. One thing I have to confess is I've actually never played Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. Well, I have, but it's only been the demo version. I never finished it. I only got past the first 2 missions because that's all the demo has to offer. Hyrule Warriors Imprisoning Wars, though, looks like it's actually gonna be interesting because it goes off of the same timeline as Tears of the Kingdom, and I know that Breath of the Wild did not go off the same timeline as Hyrule Warriors. It seems like it was a completely different timeline, and they win against Ganon instead of lose against him like they were supposed to. So I'm excited. I actually might pick this game up. Just a quick mention, Hollow Knight Silksong was actually announced that it's going to be releasing this year. I still need to finish Hollow Knight, so give me a little bit, but I will play this game. A game that interested me was Drag and Drive. It seems to be a wheelchair basketball game, and I like playing basketball, so this game does automatically look really fun to me. But it's interesting because I want to know, like, can you ever miss? Like, the trailer just shows you making a bunch of 3 pointers, so I don't know if you can actually miss in this game, but it does look insanely fun, and I really hope to play it with some of my friends someday. And let's move on. Nintendo Switch Online is getting another update, only for expansion pack members though. It is going to be the GameCube Nintendo Switch Online, and I think this is very interesting. They already have online multiplayer in these Nintendo Switch Onlines, so I wonder how it's going to be if they add the Wii, because the Wii literally had it where if you play Mario Kart Wii, you have an internet connection, you can play online games. Um, I don't know if they're actually going to do a Wii version for Nintendo Switch Online. They might just stop at GameCube, but I feel like if they do have Wii, they need to put it for the normal subscription because the online members are literally getting every single new update and also every DLC apparently. It does make sense. It does tempt people to buy the expansion pack, and I am too. If you guys help me get 2,000 subscribers, I will buy it, and I will be very happy with you guys. There's also gonna be a lot of other cool things I can do, like merch, but I don't know. We'll see. It's gonna be a very busy year for me, and I will try to post every day. Fingers crossed. So I hope you guys enjoy those videos that will be coming up in the distant future. Actually, not so distant future because there's gonna be one coming out tomorrow. Here is one of the games I have questions on. Many, many questions. Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade. This is a handheld console, so well, I don't know how powerful it's going to be, and clearly it's going to be really powerful. It can run this game, but that brings me that brings up the question: is there going to be Rebirth, or is the whole remake trilogy going to be on the Switch 2? Because the Switch 2 does not have very much storage, or at least for the base model, and I might get it because, well, Final Fantasy 7 Remake is a really fun game. You guys saw I'm doing Crisis Core on the channel. I don't know if I'm gonna do remake, but yeah, it's gonna be definitely gonna be interesting to see what Nintendo can do with this console. I feel like there's gonna be a lot of issues with remake. Of course, I cannot judge because Switch 2 has not come out yet. This concludes the video. I really hope you guys enjoyed. It was a real hassle to make this video, but yeah, I got out anyway. I was actually very on edge for making this video, but I had a good time making it, and I really hope you guys enjoyed watching it. I will try to make some more of these news videos for you guys later, and I'll try to make more gameplay with commentary so you guys actually get to understand who I am. I love doing these videos where I talk in them. I don't know, I just feel very happy after making them. And I think it's really fun to communicate with people in the community. So well, in my community at least, I want to try and do some more live streams so you guys can catch me live. Please join the chat if you do see me live ever. Um, I'll do streams on YouTube, and when the Switch 2 comes out, I'll I probably won't get it on launch day. I'll probably wait till they have a version 2 model that is more powerful than the version 1 model. But yeah, it's gonna look like it looks like it's gonna be a very cool and exciting console. So I really hope you guys, as I said earlier, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys tomorrow for some Captain Toad. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I'll see what I want to record tomorrow, but yeah. Goodbye, guys. See you in the next one.